Nikola Tesla is known as the man who basically invented electricity, but he also worked on many hidden projects as well. One of those things was his theory that the pyramids in Egypt were built by aliens or lost civilizations from space. Let's take a look at what Tesla knew about the pyramids and why some people think that he knew the secret behind and how he may have actually been able to get inside of them. Nikola Tesla was a genius, a man ahead of his time who possessed an extraordinary ability to predict the future. He may have been onto something with his theory on the pyramids. Tesla believed that there was a lost ancient civilization that had superior technology and knowledge compared to what we have today. One of their greatest achievements was building massive structures like the pyramids using electromagnetism and sound waves. He believed that these structures were built by harnessing energy from lightning bolts. This would explain why some pyramids look like they've been struck by lightning, or even how some are still intact after thousands of years without any maintenance work being done on them. As you may know, Tesla is widely known for his work with electricity. His ideas were so ahead of his time that some said he was crazy or mad. But what if he wasn't? What if he knew more than people gave him credit for? Maybe the pyramids were built to harness energy from the Earth's magnetic field, which could explain why they are so perfectly aligned with each other and Earth's axis. Tesla once said, "I have already constructed a device for obtaining energy from the vibrations of atoms. It requires only a small amount of energy, but unfortunately it is not yet practical because of certain difficulties." This quote comes from a letter written by Nikola Tesla to Sava Kasanovic in 1898. In it, he describes a device that could create free energy by tapping into the vibrations of atoms. He also says that such a device is not only possible, but has already been built. In the same letter, Tesla talks about an experiment he did in Colorado Springs, which involved using a magnifying transmitter to make a ball of light appear. He describes how this ball of light would travel around the room as if by magic. However, it wasn't magic at all. It was simply an example of harnessing energy from Earth's magnetic field. Although being regarded as crazy by the mainstream, there are reasons to believe that he was actually telling the truth about what he knew regarding the pyramids. It's important to note that Tesla's theory was that the pyramids were built with a similar technology to his own. He also believed that there were many other ancient structures around the world built by people who had access to this same technology and knowledge of how it worked. The fact that these structures have stood for thousands of years despite being subjected to harsh weather conditions and earthquakes suggests that they must be made from materials far stronger than we can currently produce today, or at least some other form of advanced technology. Many people believe that ancient civilizations possessed advanced technology, which enabled them not only build massive monuments like Stonehenge, but also explore outer space using flying machines called vimanas, which may have looked like UFOs. If this is true, then perhaps Tesla could have gotten inside one of these ancient flying vehicles while exploring inside one of their temples. Tesla's theory is that these ancient people were able to harness the power of lightning bolts and use them as a source of energy. This would explain why there are so many pyramids in Egypt, but also other parts of the world such as Mexico, Peru, and Central America. Is it a coincidence that this same symbol is all across the world? Could there be some type of connection to these different pyramids? It is certainly plausible that Tesla was able to get inside of them, and it's also possible that he knew the hidden knowledge of these ancient structures. He actually had an idea about how they were built. The reason why many people believe Tesla was able to enter and explore the pyramids is because he mentioned them in his writings. He talked about this topic in great detail throughout his life, which makes sense since he was fascinated by ancient civilizations like Egypt and Greece, who were also obsessed with pyramids. There are many theories about what might be inside of the pyramids, and many people believe that they were built for a purpose other than just looking cool. People have speculated that the Egyptians used the pyramids to store food or water, but it's also possible that they contain hidden knowledge from an ancient civilization, like Tesla claimed. The fact that Tesla was possibly able to get inside of the pyramids and physically explore them is impressive enough, but his knowledge of what he found once inside is even more remarkable. Many people have speculated as to what purpose these structures served, and many theories exist. However, none has been able to explain all of the features found within them. Tesla's theory does just that. It explains everything from why there are no bodies or bones in any part of any pyramid, proving that they were never used for burial, how they were built, why they had so much power stored up inside them without using any type of fuel, how they could create an electromagnetic field around themselves at will due to their shape, and countless other mind-blowing abilities. Tesla is a fascinating figure in history, and his work with electricity has shaped our world. However, it's possible that we have been looking at him all wrong. Perhaps he knew more than we thought about how the pyramids were built and what their purpose was. If this theory is true, then it would mean that there is much more than meets the eye when it comes down to these ancient monuments.